Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Lunchtime. I'm your host, Conman167, and thanks again for tuning in. Sorry that we're kind of late here today. It's a little bit of a busy day here today. This morning was kind of on the hectic side a little bit. I was kind of scrounging around. We were making this new layout. I was trying to get this all up to date and everything, and try to get all the news rolling up there, and next thing you know, I was running a little bit behind, so I couldn't quite get everything going on at the same time that I wanted, but that's okay, we got this all ready to go here today. But welcome everybody for another edition, I guess you could say, of the Lunchdown. This is going to be a lot of fun. I think you guys are going to like this a lot. We got some big news to come out of here today. We got some rumors around Wrestlemania. Obviously, we're going to preview a little bit before Monday Night Raw. We're going to go through down all these different little areas down here. The Rumor Roundup, Breakdown, Twitter Questions, Sponsor Spotlight, and Conman's Take. So don't worry, we're going to get on all of those, okay? I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to today's episode. I hope you guys are as well. If you are, though, make sure you guys give me a like on this video. And if you enjoy the new layout here of this, I guess you could say, stream, make sure you guys let me know. What did you prefer? Do you like this one or do you like the old one better? Because I'm trying to do all this new stuff, okay? So, should be a lot of fun. Alright, should be a lot of fun. But today here, let's get into our very first segment. This is called the Rumor Roundup. So let's go through all the rumors. If you guys want the rumors, they are all up here as well, if you wish to read them ahead of the time before I actually speak about them. But, the first thing here, guys, is kind of the big story, I guess you could say, of the day. Not a whole lot of stories have come out today. I guess there has been some stuff over WrestleMania, over the weekend and stuff like that. But the big rumor today is that The Rock is going to be appearing at WrestleMania 34 for a singing segment with Elias. I don't know about you, but I think that is really cool. I think that means WWE is going to go all in with Elias, give him like a huge concert area, you know, all the lights blacked out, everything, probably like, you know, some cool little stuff in the ring with him, making him look pretty cool. And he's probably going to be just bashing the hometown crowd, and the next thing you know, Rock is probably going to come out with his guitar, and they're going to have a Rock concert and an Elias, or a Walk with Elias sort of thing. So it'll be probably really fun. I think that'll be enjoyable. I don't know about you guys, but let me know if that sounds like something that you would like to see. I think that's the best way to use Elias at WrestleMania. They don't have any big plans for him. I don't think they were going to put him in the tag team match anymore, and so this is probably the next best bet to go with. And if you recall, I said this about a month ago, that was my expectations for Elias for what he was going to do at WrestleMania. I pictured him being in a concert of some sort in front of every single person. But yeah, so that was kind of cool. I think it'd be a lot of fun to see him right over there with The Rock, especially because The Rock was known for his rock concerts as well. Like, he did these things where they're called the Rock concerts. If you guys remember back to one with Vicky Guerrero, You Look Horrible Tonight, that is one of the funniest segments in all of WWE history. So maybe we get another funny one at WrestleMania. I hope it doesn't come at the expense of Elias, though, and it would be cool to see Rock versus Elias in a one-off quick match, just like they did with Eric Rowan a few years ago. Just maybe give him 5 minutes in the ring, and then have The Rock beat Elias. Maybe that would be kind of cool. But I think if they do that, Rock would probably sing. Who knows, though? Alright, here we go. So the next thing on the rumors for the day is that WWE is apparently filming multiple documentaries over WrestleMania week in New Orleans. No less than 3, and likely even more. So if you guys are a fan of the WWE Network and kind of all those really, what am I even trying to say? Oh, what am I even saying? The really cool documentaries like WWE 24 on the WWE Network, they are really well done. Like the Women's Evolution one was great. Always the WrestleMania, the NXT takeovers are great. Whenever they do those WWE 24 series, they are amazingly done. They are so well done that it's exciting to hear WWE is going to be producing multiple, at least 3 documentaries over WrestleMania weekend. So that's probably going to be Hall of Fame. I could see them doing a WWE 24 for the Hall of Fame. I could guess probably NXT TakeOver, and then at least WrestleMania. And then you might have something else in there, like if they happen to have a a return of, oh, I don't know, let's say Dean Ambrose happened to be a special tag team partner for Braun Strowman, or Rey Mysterio was the tag team partner for Braun Strowman, then at least you would have probably a WWE 24 on the return of that, like they did with Seth Rollins, like they did with Finn Balor and all that. I think that'd be really cool, starting at the Royal Rumble for Rey Mysterio, you know. But they're obviously going to have one for Dean Ambrose because him coming back would be huge, right? And a WWE 24 on a injured Dean Ambrose, that is money right there. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of expecting for the WrestleMania weekend with the documentaries, and obviously there's some really good ones on WWE Network, so if you have not done that, then make sure you check that out. I will get into what I'm doing this weekend and all that stuff, because this week is huge for the Conman channel. We'll get into that in the breakdown, but let me get through the rumor roundup first before we get into that too much. But guys, once again, like I said, make sure you like this video. Let's get this all the way up to at least 50 likes here on the Lunchdown. We got a few more rumors to talk about, though, so let's talk about this one. So, according to Sports Illustrated, Vince McMahon was surprised at the success of the Ultimate Deletion on social media, and there may be more segments like this because of it. So, that's a good thing, but here's the one problem with the fact that Vince McMahon likes it. Think about all the things that Vince McMahon originally didn't like and then fell in love with after they happened. Let's think the Fashion Files, you know, with Breezango. How awesome were those at the start? Because they were so funny, they were so different, they were just goofy, you know. And then Vince McMahon liked it, and it became a little more micromanaged. It felt a little forced. It didn't come across as organic as possible. It was not it was no longer their idea. It became Vince's idea, and whatever he says goes. So whatever they wanted to do, he had to do, you know. It was one of those things. So what I really hope doesn't happen is I hope Vince McMahon doesn't look at the Ultimate Deletion and say, all right, we are going to do this more, you know, we're going to do this every single Monday Night Raw, and they're going to try to drive this thing into the ground, and next thing you know, it doesn't become special, it just becomes done. So hopefully they don't push it into the ground, hopefully they don't make it not enjoyable, you know. I just really, really, really hope that it'll be all good if they do that. You can't hear me. Everybody else can, man, so you're just check your volume. Probably your volume's down, or your computer speakers aren't working. I'm not too sure. Anyways, though, we'll move on from that because, you know, Vince McMahon, he just says that he's going to probably see more. We don't know if it's going to be good or not in the future. There's a lot more talk of a Cruiserweight Tag Team title, especially with WWE blocking bootleggers from selling merchandise in New Orleans related to a design of it. So that's kind of cool. We've been kind of speculating for a while that there is going to be a tag team title on the Cruiserweight division, the 205 Live division, simply because there's too many people on there for them not to have a secondary title. You know, I don't know. I think that would be kind of fun to watch. I think we could see some really cool teams. Akira Tozawa and Hideo Itami is a cool team. The Lucha Party, is that what they call them? Lucha House Party, I think, which is Kalisto, Gran Metalik, and Lince Dorado. So I think those would be kind of cool. That is a weird GIF, Jack. That is a very weird GIF. And I'm just noticing right now that my Twitter stuff is not fitting in exactly where I want it. We can do it right there, like that. It's a little smaller, but, you know, it is what it is. Maybe we'll put it down like that. Sure, why not? Yeah, so it should be kind of fun. You said that I think Lio Rush and Ricochet should go to 205 Live and win the Cruiserweight Tag Team titles. I don't think they should yet. That's a long time away. Who knows, though? Anyways, we'll get to you guys' questions and more of the Twitter questions in the questions area. You know, that's when I'll talk to you guys a little more because I want to get through these segments. So let's continue on with the rumor roundup. Actually, wait, no, I got to go back to the Cruiserweight title. So yeah, it would be good. It would be very good in the 205 Live division, simply just because, you know, I think it would be good. Just give them another title. Tag team action in Cruiserweight divisions is really fun because they can keep the pace going. There's no really rest holds. They have the formula down pat. and I think it'll just be really exciting. And last thing here is a injury to one of NXT's brightest stars. Wouldn't say young, though. He's a little on the older side. But WWE was waiting to acknowledge Bobby Fish's knee injury to allow television to catch up. So, unfortunately, everybody, it looks like Bobby Fish has injured his knee. Let's go into a little bit more about it. Let's see if they can find up here. So let's go Bobby Fish injury. There we go. Bobby Fish injury. So yeah, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. So he underwent surgery to repair torn ligaments a few days later. So he is out of NXT TakeOver, which means that Adam Cole is most likely going to have to pull double duty, as they will be defending their NXT Tag Team titles, I believe. I don't know who they're facing off against. We'll explain the plans for Saturday's takedown match. Fish coming up in a couple days. Happened over the weekend. Yeah, honestly, man, we don't know. I don't know what they're going to do, but I can only assume Adam Cole will be I would expect Adam Cole would probably compete there in a Freebird sort of rule with the Undisputed Era. So that's probably the way they're going to go with that. Okay, so let's move on to the next segment I like to call the Breakdown right here. It's the Breakdown, and let's get into this. So I'm going to break down some stuff here that I really wanted to talk about. You know, I really think tonight on Monday Night Raw is going to be excellent. We've got ourselves such a huge week ahead. So let me break down this week here ahead of you guys, just so you can know what is kind of happening on this channel this week, what to expect throughout this incredible WrestleMania week. Obviously, there's going to be lots of content coming out to you guys, and there's going to be more content than just wrestling content as well, and I'm going to speak all about this stuff here today. So what I want you guys to kind of know is that this week I am going to be live every single day in some form of capacity. So from this Monday all the way until, well, let's just say next Monday, one straight week, I'm live every single day. No questions about it. Tonight we obviously have the Monday Night Raw live stream, which will be lots of fun. I think you guys will enjoy that. But throughout the day today also, guys, I'm going to be live on Twitch with streaming Overwatch, as I just made a new account. I'm going with One Trick Lucio. If that intrigues you that I'm over live on Twitch, then make sure you follow me there, because on Twitch is where I'm going to be streaming random games like Overwatch, like Fortnite, all those type of things. So guys, make sure you go on over to twitch.tv/Conman167 and just follow me over there so that you guys can stay up to date with all my latest content. So make sure you guys go follow me on Twitch. It's very simple. But yeah, so tonight we obviously have that. It's the go-home show of Monday Night Raw. Lots of stuff probably going to happen. We're probably going to see Undertaker appear. I'd have a tough time believing that Undertaker would not appear. I think he probably will. So Undertaker most likely tonight will probably get some more build up towards the feud between the IC Triple Threat match. I think we continue to find out or try to get maybe some hints towards Braun's partner, but he doesn't have a clue yet. So he's probably going to save that for WrestleMania. You might see some more stuff with Broken Matt Hardy or Woken Matt Hardy. And, oh gosh, probably some more Bayley and Sasha stuff ahead of the Women's Royal Rumble. So it's going to be lots of fun. You said Taker will show up tonight. Obviously, you never know. They might save it for WrestleMania. You know, they might save it for WrestleMania. Imagine everybody, John Cena comes out to the middle of the ring and he's like, all right, Undertaker, it's the day. It's here. It's right now. Am I going to sit in the crowd, or are you coming out to face me like a man? You know, or are you going to prove to be the coward that you bong, and then the gong rings? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That's how I would book it. Even though tonight would be really exciting, it's most likely Undertaker's going to be tonight to build towards WrestleMania. They don't like doing surprise appearances at WrestleMania too often. You know, it's just one of those things. All right. So yeah, that's kind of that's it for that one. So for Monday night, that's what's kind of going on tonight. Tomorrow, we got ourselves the boss battle, or not boss battle, sorry. We got ourselves the lunchtime stream tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we are going to probably be streaming over on Twitch throughout the day once again. And then we'll have SmackDown and 205 Live later tomorrow night as well. Wednesday is going to be a busy day because on Wednesday we've got ourselves the lunchtime stream at 12 p.m. Once again, remember this is every single weekday from 12 until 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am live here on the Conman channel with the lunchdown. Then you're going to get probably some more Twitch stuff throughout the day on Wednesday. Then you're going to have Boss Battle. And then you'll have NXT, the go-home show for NXT. Thursday, what we're going to do is we're probably going to have a stream of the lunchdown during the morning. And then afterwards, we're probably going to stream on Twitch throughout the day. So once again, remember, follow me on Twitch at Conman167 because that is where there's going to be gaming live streams this week. You guys want to be a part of that. You definitely want to be a part of that. So make sure you guys go follow that over there. That's Thursday. Friday, then we have the Hall of Fame plus lunchdown in the morning. And then we'll see if I do any Twitch throughout the day. Most likely not. But yeah, we'll have the Hall of Fame on Friday. Saturday is a very, very, very busy day. We have ourselves not only NXT TakeOver, but we have UFC 223 as well. I think that's the one, 223 on Saturday. So we're going to be doing NXT TakeOver from 8 until 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And once that is done, because I think it runs only 2 hours, once that is done, we'll switch over to UFC. We might be a few minutes late with UFC, but then we'll get over and we'll switch over to that one. So that'll be lots of fun. And then Sunday is the huge festivities. We are going to be having Wrestlemania almost all day. We'll be having access. We'll be covering it all day. We'll have a Conman show before it and all this stuff. Eller Plays Roblox. Thank you very much for subscribing, Eller Plays Roblox. Really appreciate that. Much appreciated. Welcome to the channel. But yeah, Sunday we'll be covering Wrestlemania all day. We'll be doing the Conman show beforehand where I take your live calls. We'll do the pre-show for 2 hours, and then we'll do the main card, which I believe runs for 5 hours, if not more. So it's going to be a very, very busy day. That is 7 to 8 to 9 hours of Wrestlemania on Sunday. So guys, get tuned in. Jack Mess Yourself, thank you very much for subscribing. I'm trying to place these names a little bit better. But yeah, I think that'll be lots of fun. So there we go. That's kind of the breakdown for the week. And then obviously next week we'll break it down some more. But yeah, I've kind of got an idea for what the breakdown can be. The breakdown will always be a review of the show and talking about what's to come up. So that is the segment known as the breakdown. Let's get into your questions, though. It is time for questions. You can either tweet at me at Conman167 right there, and your tweet will appear on the screen. Ryan the Verb asks, Bailey versus Sasha at Mania. I don't think so, Ryan. I think they're going into the Women's Battle Royal. I would love to see a one-on-one match. I would love to see them pulled out of the Battle Royal and put in a one-on-one match, but there's just not enough time on the card, I think. So most likely the pay-per-view afterwards, or if they somehow build it all the way to SummerSlam. Maybe they build it that way. I don't know. But yeah, so Bailey and Sasha most likely not going to be on the WrestleMania card. Let's ask your live questions over there in the live chat as well. Remember, if you want your chat to stand out, you can always attach a $2 donation with it, and then it'll definitely answer your question. Or you can simply become a sponsor and help stand out a little bit more. Rebecca Helfritz right there says, not happening Mania, probably SummerSlam. I think so as well, yeah. Do you think Lesnar is showing up tonight? I don't think so. I believe he already did the appearances required. No, he's definitely going to show up tonight. You know, I would definitely say Brock Lesnar shows up tonight. Why wouldn't he? It's the go-home show of WrestleMania. You know, if you're not going to have Brock Lesnar, you definitely have to have Undertaker then. You know, but I think you got to have both. If you want to build excitement to your biggest show of the year, you got to put your go-home show, everything, throw all your eggs into one basket and just give her. Like WWE, go balls to the wall, make this the most exciting episode of Monday Night Raw you possibly can. Just feuds, people mad at each other, people beating each other down, people saying stuff behind their back, all this stuff, being so mad at each other. Do it, WWE. Get ready because it's your biggest show of the year. Callum asks, how would you book Aleister Black's main roster debut? Oh, good question. Good question. So Aleister Black, he's a interesting character here because he is something like we haven't had in a while. He's a CM Punk-esque character, you know. He's a badass. He should be a silent badass, though. He shouldn't be speaking yet. I know you got to speak in feuds and stuff like that, but the way I would have him booked is I would have, I don't know, let's think. What could be a really, really fun first feud with him that he could win? I would probably have him on Raw, to be honest. I think the mid-card division could really use him. I think a Miz versus Aleister Black feud would be awesome. I don't know why. I just think that's such a contrast in styles. Miz is this pretty Hollywood boy actor, A-list celebrity type of guy, and Aleister Black is the guy in the back, you know, who's silent, who's got all the tattoos, he's got piercings, he's a very silent type of guy who doesn't fit into society's norms, you know. And I think that would be a really, really cool contrast in style. So I would have, you know, Miz come out maybe after WrestleMania if he were to retain his title and Aleister Black were to lose. If they wanted to call him up this soon, here's how I would do it. So I would have Aleister Black's just be in the back for Monday Night Raw, and Miz comes out, you know, middle of the show somewhere, just gloating, saying, "I told all of you I am the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time," you know, all this stuff, yada yada yada, raises his title, "This is awesome, I am the best there is, no one on the roster can touch me." And then the lights go out, then you hear his music, the music where it just has his letters on the screen, and then it changes over, and then he raises up, you know, and he's just right out there, and he's just staring down the Miz and just looking straight at him, you know. Comes into the ring face to face with the Miz. Who would not want to see that match? Tell me right now, would you not want to see Miz versus Aleister Black for the Intercontinental Championship? I tell you right now, you definitely would. And I would have Aleister Black win the IC Championship in his very first match. You know, don't let him have a match before, then create this aura around him, you know. Make him a silent badass, and then in his first match at like a pay-per-view, take the IC title away from the Miz, and then just hold on to it, because you got to make this guy feel like a big deal, you know. He's not some random guy who's coming through the system who can say, oh, he can afford a few losses. This is a guy who needs to be booked strong out of the gate. He needs to be booked as a silent killer. That's what he needs to be done. So if they can do that with him, I think a Miz would be an awesome first feud for the Intercontinental Championship if Miz is able to walk away from WrestleMania with it. If he doesn't, then I don't want to see him in the Intercontinental title picture for a while. I would rather just leave him in NXT. Let's see here. Do you think Jeff will be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal? He might be. He might be. He might be able to be in there by then. He might also be punished for his Dewey right there, and maybe not allowed at WrestleMania. Who knows? Maybe they do that. Okay, so let's keep on asking some more Twitter questions. We'll ask, or questions in general, because this would be pretty cool. Let's ask Jordan, or from Jordan here. He says, I know it probs won't happen, but imagine if Paul Heyman turned on Lesnar and Roman became a Heyman guy. Also, I think Lashley versus Reigns would be a good match. Wouldn't happen, you're right, but it would be cool. I think, honestly, with Brock Lesnar rumored to be leaving WWE for UFC, he is probably going to have a new Heyman guy at some point. I would like to see maybe somebody from NXT called up, who could be a cool Heyman guy. I don't know about you. Something about Velveteen Dream and Paul Heyman together sounds like a pretty cool combo. I don't know. I don't know why. I just think it'd be such a different combo that maybe it would be good. That's just my thoughts. I don't know. A couple more questions here. The Rock is going to be Braun's partner. I doubt that one. Because Braun's most likely winning the tag titles, and I can't see The Rock sticking around with that. Who should win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? I had Elias up until the rumors that he was going to be... what was it? He was going to be having a Rock concert, so most likely not him. I could see... Oh, goodness. Who else is put into it? Who else is in... I could see a Dolph Ziggler. You know, I could see the Revival possibly winning it. Yeah, that would be interesting. A tag team winning it. They said they're going to be the first tag team to win it. Matt Hardy would make a lot of sense, you know, with the Ultimate Deletion being so successful, trying to capitalize on that popularity. So I could see that. I could also see... Unfortunately, I heard rumors that Goldberg was going to win it. He might come back, you know, out of retirement for one more match and win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That could be a fun little WrestleMania moment. Jordan says I could see Pete Dunne being a Paul Heyman guy. That is also possible, but I'm most likely not. Yeah, guys, there's lots of rumors surrounding that. Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Okay, so let's go on over here to the sponsor spotlight, and there's only one sponsor in here today, so it's a very easy pick. But Rebecca Helfritz, I want to say a huge shout out to you. Thank you so much for being a sponsor. You're a great supporter of this channel. I really appreciate you being a sponsor. If you guys wish to possibly have a sponsor shout out of your own or sponsor spotlight of your own, make sure you click on becoming a sponsor. I would love to see some more sponsors in here. Eventually, one day this will go back to being a sponsor only chat. If we can ever get, you know, like 50 to 70 sponsors, that would be awesome. So maybe one day we'll have a sponsor only chat, but it would be really, really cool if you guys want to consider becoming a sponsor. And also remember, if you guys wish to support the show, you can always do so through donations. They really do help out this channel. Oh, one sec. We're also doing a sponsor spotlight here because I gotta say a huge shout out. I just saw him right now. Harold Gamer. Or Garner, I should say. Harold Garner. Garner. I kept saying M. Harold Garner, I want to say a huge shout out to you as well, man. Thank you very much for being in the chat here today. The sponsor spotlight goes out to you and Rebecca Helfritz. Thank you guys for being awesome sponsors. And now guys, it is Conman's take. It is time for Conman to drop a pipe bomb on all of you guys. It is time for Conman to talk a little bit of stuff going on in the world of wrestling, and let's talk about The Undertaker, because this dude, man, he's making things interesting for us going up to WrestleMania. I think a lot of us want to see Undertaker tonight. I think all of us want to see Undertaker tonight. Finally show up, finally do something, finally put his money where his mouth is, you know, and finally show up and accept John Cena's challenge. I would love to see that. I think you guys would love to see that. However, my take on this is that I really hope Undertaker doesn't show up tonight. I really hope they save it for WrestleMania because, as I said earlier in the show, how cool would it be if John Cena comes out into the ring, you know, just straight out into the ring, you know, comes out, you know, does all these things, and then he comes down to the ring, and he calls out Undertaker. Taker doesn't answer. Cena's still calling him out, saying, and then the moment he goes to say a coward, the moment he says he's a coward, all you'll hear is, Undertaker, you prove to every single person here that you are in fact a coward. And then, dong, you know, lights go out and all this stuff. Thank you very much, Jordan Lee Mark Williams. You said, hashtag Conman runs wild. Thank you very much, man, for your $2 donation. Much appreciated. I think that would be really cool at WrestleMania. Obviously, you're most likely going to get that scenario tonight, most likely. I have a hard time believing that WWE is not going to book Undertaker on their Go Home show. Most likely, that's probably not going to happen. But you never know. They might leave him off and might keep us guessing all the way to WrestleMania. I think that would be very entertaining, at least for a lot of us. But I get it. If they want to try to sell pay-per-view buys, they're going to have Undertaker announced on the card because why wouldn't you? Why would you not have your biggest draw from the past, like, you know, 20 years be on the WrestleMania card? You know, your biggest draw at WrestleMania. I think they're going to probably announce him. I would love to see them not announce him until WrestleMania, though, because I think that would be really, really good. God's Disciple, thank you very much for your $1 donation as well, dude. Thank you for helping keeping the show going. Much appreciated, man. You think a surprise at WrestleMania 34 would make sense? It would make a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense. I'm just going to try to I'm going to move that over to here, like that. Yeah, there we go. When you guys donate it, it pops up like right there. There we go. Over the lunch down hour. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. Obviously seeing that. About a possible Dean Ambrose return, though, I don't think it happens. I think he's just possibly a little too injured to be returning at WrestleMania, and there's no clear front story. It wouldn't really make too much sense for Dean Ambrose to be with Braun Strowman. I think a really good feud would be Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, once again with a heel Dean Ambrose. You know what? Here's how I would kind of book if Dean Ambrose was ready to come back at WrestleMania, and you didn't want to give Seth Rollins the Intercontinental Championship. What I would have done is, you know how it's a no DQ match, obviously triple threat rules, so first one to pinfall wins, and there's no DQ, no countouts, nothing like that. So what I would do is I would have Dean Ambrose at one point during the triple threat match. he would run out to ringside or something like that, and Seth Rollins would be there, you know. Seth Rollins would be at ringside. He was just fighting. Seth Rollins was getting back into this match, and then Dean Ambrose literally out of nowhere hitting the dirty deeds on Seth Rollins. Just straight up heel turn. Nothing to tempt it or anything like that. I would definitely have Dean Ambrose just turn heel on Seth Rollins at WrestleMania and cost Seth Rollins the win at WrestleMania by having Miz pin him off of the dirty deeds. That's how I would have it, kickstarting a feud between a heel Dean Ambrose and a face Seth Rollins going into the new year of WWE. I think that's how I'd kind of book that one. I think it'd be a lot of fun to see that. Just have, because I think the Miz should keep the title, to be quite honest. I think he's very close to hitting the all-time record. I think he deserves that. And, you know, I think maybe you should keep the title on him. Have it look like Seth Rollins is going to win. Have him hit the curb stomp on Finn Balor, you know, so at least we get to see a curb stomp at WrestleMania. And then I would have, you know, Miz throw Seth Rollins out of the ring or something like that. And... Or no. Here's what I would do. This would actually make more sense. I would have Finn Balor be taken out by Miz's skull-crushing finale or something like that. And then I would have Seth Rollins hit the curb stomp on the Miz. And then Dean Ambrose would come out right after he hits the curb stomp and deliver the dirty deeds. And then put Miz's arms over top of Seth Rollins for the 1, 2, 3. That's what I would have. Most likely. I think that would be really, really, really cool. So, yeah, that's kind of my take on that stuff. But guys, that is going to be the end of Conman's show called The Lunchdown. I hope you guys enjoyed. I really hope you enjoyed the show called The Lunchdown. Make sure you guys tune in to my twitch.tv/Conman167 as I'm going to be live streaming over there today for some video games if you guys are into that. Make sure you go follow me over there, twitch.tv/Conman167. I'm going to be streaming over there a lot more often because I would love to be able to stream games for you guys. I think that's a lot of fun. It doesn't really fit into the channel over here though, which is the reason why I'm moving over to Twitch for those live streams. But don't worry guys, all the other live streams from the Lunchdown to Boss Battle to pay-per-views to everything, you know, Monday Night Raws, Tuesday Night Smackdowns, they all still take place over here on the Conman channel. So don't worry about that. But guys, on your way out, I kindly ask that you make sure you leave a like on this video and you make sure you're subscribed to this channel if you are brand new. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching the Lunchdown. Hopefully you got your daily dose of news that you needed and all these rumors and that you're full. And I need a cool saying. And I hope you were stuffed from all the rumors. I hope you're stuffed with rumors. No, that sounds very weird. We'll work on a saying. But guys, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll talk to you guys later and see you tonight for Monday Night Raw.